What is up, movie lovers? So, this past week, I saw the movie A Quiet Place Day 1 in theaters. And honestly speaking, it didn't really live up to the hype that I thought it would turn out to be. This third film in the series was honestly the weakest of the three. So, let's dive right into this. So, the story literally takes place on the very first day of the invasion, where the alien monsters first arrive on planet Earth. Now, technically, we already know how they landed on Earth, as we've briefly seen it in part 2, which is through an asteroid field that crash landed on our planet. This time, the story takes place in New York City, and it is quite possibly the worst place to be during this invasion because we all know how loud New York can be, which is probably why the creators of the movie wanted it to be in this city. Now, of course, the billion-dollar question that is on everybody's minds for this movie: does the cat survive? My answer: no comment. If you want to find out if the cat lives or not, you'll just have to go watch the movie yourself. So we have the wonderful actress Lupita Nyong'o, and she plays the character Samira. Now, unfortunately for Samira, she has cancer. To make matters worse, an alien invasion just crash landed in New York City. I mean, how much worse could it get for her, right? Now, after the monsters attack and everybody is trying to escape the city, you would think that's also what Samira's character is trying to do. But she actually has one very specific mission in mind, and that is to grab a slice of pizza at this pizzeria in Harlem. Yes, you heard that correctly. That's pretty much the entire movie. And the reason Samira wants a slice of pizza so bad in Harlem is because that's where she grew up, and because she has cancer, it is her last dying wish before she passes away. And you know what? For a person in that kind of situation, I mean, who's to blame her, right? You got to respect her last dying wishes. Even if it means going through an entire city full of monsters that could detect your every noise and kill you at an instant's notice. I mean, that's not too much to ask for, right? And you know what? I gotta admit, the marketing team for this movie did a great job because right after the movie ended, I literally went to grab a slice of pizza because I was actually getting hungry and craving it. So that was great product placement in the film. Later on in the movie, she meets up with an English law student named Eric, and he actually decides to help her on this suicide mission to grab that slice of pizza in Harlem. Now, throughout the film, they bond and get to know each other, and towards the end, they do grab that coveted slice of pizza. But all good things must come to an end, as they still gotta escape New York City from all these monsters. Now, I'm not gonna spoil the ending, so I'll just leave the rest up for you guys to watch. However, I will say one thing. I think the highlight of the film was when the entire city of New York, like the survivors, they were making their way to the seaport because that's where they were being rescued. And let me say this. I mean, how can you expect that entire group to not make a sound? I mean, seriously. I'll just leave the rest up to you to watch, but it was a crazy scene. The movie didn't really bring anything new to the table. The concept was the same. Stay quiet, you live, make noise. Well, you know the rest. Although the actors were great in their performances and there was a good amount of jump scares, since technically I get scared easily, the movie didn't really do anything to progress the series forward. Honestly, this franchise didn't even need a prequel to begin with. If you already saw parts 1 and 2, you can just skip this one entirely. I mean, they are going to make a part 4, which I believe is the last one in the franchise. If you really want to watch this movie, go ahead. But again, you don't need to. You could skip it. Thank you guys so much again for watching my video. Until next time, movie lovers. Peace.